And it sounds pretty good. I think the voice acting, even though occasionally you get stuff like, oh no, there is no pizza left. They've nailed the voice acting a little bit. The music's good. It's everything else. Oh yes, I was literally putting on the elf ears. Right. Our next goal, in order to defeat this puzzle, is to try and get some salt. Now, how the fuck do I get salt? I don't know. We were told that in order to... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Some evil druid babies from the Stone Age period or whatever. Some evil druid babies have grown up to become evil main babies. They're trying to take over the world via sacrifices and serial killing. They are trying to get a cursed amulet from this place in France, so we've arrived to try and get the amulet first. We, after talking to some people, have figured out that it's probably in some sort of mausoleum, and for whatever reason, salt might dissolve the mausoleum and let us get in there, which is deranged and sick. So we found some salt.
That's salt.
He says it right there.
That's salt.
That's salt.
That's salt.
Can I turn down the music slightly? There we go, thank you. That will help.
That's salt.
That's salt. I don't know how to get the salt. I was thinking, like, reach it with a fishing rod and, like, scrape it. But that doesn't work. Or the bucket, like scrape some salt into a bucket. But that doesn't work either. Oh, we've talked to this horrible French captain and this horrible French cockney. We've gone to the haunted castle and nothing was really there, to be honest. So I might already need to look up a hint to open the stream. So I have the hint guide here up on my phone because I can't really tab out much. What am I supposed to do in the cemetery? It goes down here. Hint number 5 out of 13 is the captain will tell you about how salt was used to get rid of the Druids. Whatever. I'm enraged, but whatever. You can use the salt on the mausoleum, and then it transfers me to where can I get some salt. There is salt in the water. We figured that out. The ship sits in the water. We figured that out too. There's a hot spot on the water's edge on the hull of the boat. Zoom in to notice some salt. We figured all this out. You can't reach it from the dock. You'll need something to help you get it. We figured that out too. So what do I have on me that can reach the salt? Gloves. Gloves. Probably not, no. Could I combine items? Like combine... like this is insane. But if I put the bucket on the fishing rod... Oh! And then just sort of slam it against the side and scrape off some salt with it. That's terrifying that my brain seems to be on the same level as an adventure game right now. That implies that I'm imminently going to die of some sort of brain aneurysm. That's fucked, game. That's fucked what you've just portrayed. Okay, some salt. Don't eat this.
These are huge lumps of salt.
Huge lumps of salt.
These are huge lumps of salt.
Wonderful. Now, I think we just head back to the haunted castle and throw some salt bricks at the fucking mausoleum. Bang, we're done. If you could pick up the pace, please. Hannigan, or whatever your name was. Jerry Halliwell, something like that. We need to go to Schloss von Kamor. Oh, ich liebe eine Schloss. I hope that's castle and not something awful. And I think the cemetery was off in this direction. I can sort of make him run if I double click, but he takes his time still. He does a light jog. I guess he is in the Met Police. They can't be expected to actually run anywhere. Push him off a pier. It can also be locked. Oh! So the locked gate makes sense as well. Oh, you see it is fun. You see, it can also mean luck, and there is a luck in this area. That's very witty. Sorry. Let's go to the mausoleum. It's not this mausoleum, the cool-looking mausoleum. It's the shit mausoleum over here in the background behind these trees. That's where we need to go. Also, when I first came here, I definitely saw a man walking around, and then the man seemed to disappear. Oh, that crunchy leaf sound. I like that.
A mausoleum.
A mausoleum?
I expect the lord of the castle's buried in there.
Okay. Throw some salt at it, baby.
I don't think the wind will be able to scatter a lump of salt like this.
Right, so there's another step. Out of the 45 steps we've taken so far in this puzzle, there's another one. Crush the salt with a mortar and pestle. Do you have a mortar and pestle? I mean, what I would do is put it in one of these plastic bags. I have a spare plastic bag somewhere, I'm sure. Yes, I have a roll of plastic bags.
A roll of plastic bags to secure evidence.
Yeah, shut up. I would put it in a plastic bag and then just slam it against a rock. I think that's how I would... It's how I break up ice cubes if they congeal together in the freezer. You know, you put them in a plastic bag and just kind of whack them.
These are huge lumps of salt.
So try that. That's what I'm saying.
I don't believe it will work like that.
Of course not. Thanks. Why would I think it would? Oh, speaking of mortar and pestles, we were told so many... Every time we click on one of these fucky graves, it says, like, there's a hollow in the top. Is it going to be as stupid as putting a lump of salt in the top of this and then hitting it with a brick or something?
A gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten. There's a hollow at the top.
There's a hollow at the top. But what could we use as a pestle? I guess this, like, fucking apple juice, if it's glass, that could work. Like, this is real, like, Neanderthal technology here. Like, we're putting the lump of salt on a rock and then smashing it with a glass bottle until it turns into powder. But that could work. Or the bucket. We could use the bucket. Okay. Now what?
A gravestone. There's a hollow at the top.
Yeah, okay, I can take it and pick it back up. The bottle of fingerprint powder.
Looks like that won't work.
Okay, the bucket.
That won't get me any further.
You could go to a shop and buy salt. We have no money. All we have is 60 pence that we stole from a homeless man. Although I don't know how the fuck we're expected to believe he then got from Portsmouth to France via the ferry with no money. So I guess he just, like, slept his way to the top. Like, he gave the captain a sexual favour to let him on the boat. Blowjobs, there we go. I don't know why. I'm not a prude, but I feel lightly uncomfortable saying that word out loud. Gloves. Put your glovos on and just smash them with your angry police fists. Oh, fuck off.
I don't want that.
It just makes me go, The bone? It's not going to be the bone. Limmy, we called them gobbles. Oh, horrible caveman tech. I was right, it is Neanderthal tech. Have you finished your lettuce already? You are soaked in lettuce juice, and lettuces don't have much juice. So that's a tall order, but you are soaked in lettuce. You can chill out there for a bit. Back to the mausoleum, please. Gobbles and lickouts. Oh. Lick out is also an Irish term, I would say. Like, I have heard people describe cunnilingus as a lick out, and that's, I would say, real awful. I don't like it at all. Absolutely rancid. Right, throw the salt at the castle. Please, please just have this work. Oh no, it's gonna scatter too much now. I ground it down too much. I should rinse it in some water first so it clamps up a bit more. No? Yay! Yeah, what the hell is wrong with you?
It seems to have worked.
Yeah, I would say so. What a fucking dumb game. It's not as gross as cunnilingus. I don't know, cunnilingus, I know it sounds quite medically, but I'd rather say that than lick out. That's horrible. I don't know if there's a nice term for it. Eating the never-ending bean is pretty bad. That's not good. Warming up the hooded gentleman. Have a ling of your coonie. Oh, can't read that out. You're wrong. Has never been clear. Ugh. It's sexist that there's not one nice term for doing anything sexual to a woman. No, none of them are great. I mean, the Irish slang is pretty rough. Like riding and licking out. It's pretty bad. Shifting. None of it's good. Tribbing. Tribbing is fine in that it reminds me of tribbles. That's it though. Like tribbing is basically scissoring, right? And it's like, you know, it's just sort of, you know, having them kiss. But just reminds me of tribbles, which is nice. Did you have a nice trib is just kind and gentle. Is there nice terms for doing things to a man, though? I guess that's bad. Scissoring is a fine one. Rubbing beans. Oh. Mini frotting. Take the chest, please, so this can stop. It wasn't even locked. I was so expecting it to be locked. What do I do here? Just take it? There we go.
I found it.
Making bean soup is a ban, I'm afraid. That's horrible. I heard a term once, and I'm so sorry for what I'm about to say. I heard a term once for sort of the feminine fluids. You know, sexual feminine fluids called gruel. And that made me gag. I didn't like that one. I had a taco for lunch. It was very sexual. No. No. Exactly. It's bad. That made me very upset. Gruel is the standard term in my mind. Oh! I mean, Australians can't talk. They invented root as a term. Wait, that's not a noun exactly. Slime. You can't call it slime. That makes it sound like you're an alien. I've made slime. I'm ready now. I think root just comes from rot, and I've never said root. How dare you imply I've said root? I think we're done here, by the way. We've got the amulet. What are you doing, pig? You twisting around? We do have dud root, meaning bad lay, which I do like. I call it goop. It's slimed now. It's ready. Dud root is kind of fun. Do you know how people think squirt is pee? I think all fluids are pee. Blood, spit, mucus, it's all pee. You're having a nice time, then I look into their eyes and say, oh, your pants are so full of piss. That's another one, how British people call underwear pants. That's inherently unsexy. You can't be sexy while calling it that. Or knickers. It's very funny. I mean, panties is just as bad. I don't know if there's a nice term for that either. Knickers are hot. You can't say words like this. Where did you learn to speak English? I read a lot. Pandies. Oh. These terms make me shiver. I guess we'll go back to Britain? Like, what the fuck are we doing now that we have the amulet? Can we put on the amulet?
That's the amulet of transformation. I'd really like to know why it's called that.
We saw that symbol somewhere else. I believe, and this might be insane, that we saw this symbol in the woman's office. I can't remember what the woman's name was. Maybe Melanie? Or maybe I'm just, because I keep calling him Jerry Hallowell, maybe I'm in a Spice Girls mood, but I think we saw this symbol on a tablet in her office. So maybe we need to go see her. Look at me putting together clues. We need kazoo release, big wet kazoo soon. When are you leaving for Portsmouth?
When are you leaving for Portsmouth?
In 2 hours. Are you coming?
Yes.
Yes.
Then come aboard.
Oh! We actually get to walk around in the ship. I didn't know. I thought it was just going to be a cutscene. Take some stuff. Take this towel. Steal the towel. Steal the toothbrush. Is that your toothbrush? You're posh enough that you'd probably say toothbrush. I need to brush my tooth. Toothpaste. I mean, this looks a little bit grim, but I'll be honest, I'd be perfectly happy living in a room like this. Nice and barren. Like, put a computer here and I'd be set. Oh, is this my clothes? Lovely. You can't put a big red towel like that and not mean for us to pick it up. Exactly, it's red. It's the rules of video games. You want to go on me twenge. Nobody has ever said that. Although, probably somebody in that cursed island has said, "Oh, I'm feeling right horny. Have a go on me minge." And that, I mean, that just makes me really sad. Like, maybe at that point we should just not continue to procreate. Maybe we should children of men ourselves. Can I take my suit?
Need to change my clothes
No.
just yet.
Am I wearing runners? I haven't noticed. Am I wearing runners in my suit? Like David Tennant. Minge should get you decapitated. Here's a standard Southwest pickup line for you. "Here, love, wanna come back to mine for a cider and a massage?" I know I'll be raked over the coals for this by some people. I think there's something quite hot about the West Country accents. Emma said it too, actually. Emma said, like, that's one of the reasons she finds Henry from Kingdom Come so hot.
Fuck you, Dad.
Is the accent.
It's Miggy and he's fucking minging.
Dreya's flirting with me. This is the room of a serial killer.
It's too early to pack. We won't be arriving yet.
Okay, then what are we doing? Is this a pillow? Take these towels? What do you want from me here?
I'm not tired.
It's like a dodgy Irish accent. Yeah, they're close enough. It's like how the Scottish accent is just like a hotter version of the Irish accent.
Cabin. I might lose it otherwise, or it might be stolen. But where can I put it?
Okay, you need to put it in here. In your pocket, maybe?
No way.
In here?
Think first, Brent. I don't want that.
Well, where are you hiding your fucking stuff?
It would have surprised me if it had worked like that.
In your bag?
That won't get me any further. No way.
In your shoes? In your socks?
I don't want that.
Just put it in your underwear or up your arse and then walk away. I don't know what you want from me. Put it in the bed.
It won't work like that.
Put it in the cupboard. Okay, in the cupboard. Or the drawer.
No,
this is the cupboard.
This doesn't look a very safe
Oh, come
place
on! What's a safe place then? Put it in the lampshade. Prison pocket. Prison pocket. Do you hear me? Prison pocket.
I'd rather think about it again. I should think about it again.
Prison pocket. It's gotta be in the cupboard. Oh wait, hang on, is this a vent?
This flap-
Hey! Lovely. Put it in here. Look at me solving puzzles without a hint this time. I mean, that one was barely a puzzle. Wonderful.
A perfect hiding place for the amulet. No one will find it there.
If you say so.
I think I'll go and get some fresh air. I'm feeling a bit queasy.
You're not gonna, like, accidentally Titanic it and drop it into the sea, so why bother putting it there at all? Do you think ninjas are going to come
God,
aboard?
What's been going on here? Someone's broken into my cabin and searched through all my things.
You are an incompetent fucking idiot. Why did you leave the cabin when you have this important magical amulet that can stop evil druids? Why would you leave it in your... Oh my god. I'm so angry at him. I'm so angry.
Whoever did this made a thorough job of it.
And they've opened my flaps. That's maybe even worse than Minge. Wanna have a go at me flaps?
Whoever did this made a thorough job of it. The amulet. Where's the amulet? It's been stolen. I don't believe it.
Now me flaps are out. Me flaps are all gruely. Oh, no, that's too far even for me, I think.
The amulet. Where's the amulet? It's been stolen. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. Remember sitcoms, everyone? Remember, it makes me think of that Countdown episode where they spell out something flaps. What did they spell out? No, please, no. I have never seen an actual episode of Cunt Flaps. Okay. I've never seen an actual episode of Countdown. Because I think I'd find it too boring, even for me. But I've watched plenty of 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, to my great shame. So I know the rules. I know the vague rules. They've ruined my scarf!
Made a thorough job of it. Whoever did this made a thorough job of it. Whoever did this made a...
Right. You wish you were Victor Meldrew. Is One Foot in the Grave one of the lower tier British sitcoms of that era? Like, it's very annoying. It's pretty bad.
Whoever did this made a thorough job of it. Whoever did this made a thorough
Okay,
job
so
of
I guess we're just leaving. Is there anything to pick up?
No, not like that. This is evidence.
Ah, maybe our bag.
What's this? I think they're fir needles.
Fir needles. So far I've got some grass.
Some tufts of grass from the place where the bones were found. In a bag, for evidence.
I've got a bone, and now I'm going to pick up some fir needles. Come on. Come on, just cursor, please. There we go. The fact that Father Ted made fun of it for an episode just makes the whole thing eat itself. Yeah. I don't believe
Whoever did this
it.
made a thorough job of it.
I think I just don't respect catchphrases in sitcoms. Just feels like the lowest of the low. And I mean, there's a place for them. It's light entertainment. You're not meant to actually pay attention to things like One Foot in the Grave or keeping up appearances or Are You Being Served. You're meant to have it on the background while you eat your dinner and try not to kill yourself. But I still don't respect it. I mean, it's basically my stream. It's the same purpose.
Whoever did this made a thorough job of it.
Yes, it's thorough. Anything else to interact with? We could probably just leave. I've never paid attention to anything in my life.
Blast it. The thief must still be on board. But we're pulling into the harbour. I'll never catch him now.
Oh well. Catchphrases, what's that got to do with my knob? You have catchphrases too, like and ban. Al Murray's the pub landlord does a masterclass of getting in like 12 catchphrases each episode. This is gonna sound out of touch with the comedy world. Does Al Murray's the pub landlord have a show like that's on television? Because I've only ever seen him like on panel shows and stuff in the character. There was a show. I don't mind Al Murray. I think he's funny. I've never really liked the pub landlord character he does, to be honest. I feel like that would be unbelievably grating and annoying. I thought it was funny when he ran against Nigel Farage. That was funny as like a publicity stunt, right? Right, let's go to Museum of Oxford. I think we want to give it to this boy. I don't know. Do we want to go to Arthur Blake? Museum of Oxford is closer. Let's go Museum of Oxford. I was the same. I didn't like the pub landlord as a teen, then realised, oh, I like him though. Richard Herring and Stuart Lee co-wrote it. I don't think I've ever seen one of their projects together. I've only seen them separate. Everyone I know who likes Stuart Lee is an absolute sodge cunt. I don't know what that means. Not a comment on Stuart Lee. I've said this before. I think I find Stuart Lee quite funny in very small doses. What do you mean it's locked? Do I have to call again? Don't make me call again, you freak. Like, I think he's very funny, but after about 6 minutes, I think, yeah, I'm done with this now. I feel like his smug aura would overwhelm me and I'd see red and just start smashing things if I watched him for more than 5 or 6 minutes. But in 5 or 6 minutes, really funny. Don't make me call again. I'm gonna call again. Do I still have the change? I don't have the change, so I can't call again. Where the hell is Melanie then? It's very internet opinion. You can quickly tell if they took their personality from the internet, like George Carlin. I'm also the same on George Carlin. Like, I don't really like George Carlin that much. It's a lot of comedians who just sort of do rants instead of telling jokes. And there's a place for rants. I find rants funny sometimes, but it's all rants. Louis C.K., I've heard Louis C.K. is very funny, but I've never actually seen one of his stand-up bits. I don't think I've ever actually seen... I was not really aware of Louis C.K. before the stuff that he did. And now, I don't know if it's the time to get into Louis C.K. But I've heard his stuff is very funny. Okay, where the hell do I go now? His stuff after his combat sucked. They usually do. Bill Hicks, I also don't like Bill Hicks. It's why I hate Dennis Leary, because didn't he just rip off Bill Hicks, but worse? Arthur Blake. Arthur Blake's the boy we should talk to then. Let's go. Bill Maher. Oh. Is Bill Maher even a comedian? I only know Bill Maher for saying like horrific things on social media and his weird HBO show. Bill Bailey's Patrol was great. I loved Bill Bailey as a kid. I don't know if I would vibe with his comedy that much anymore. That Nuku guy is good. Facts. But I loved Bill Bailey when I was a kid. I watched all of Nevermind the Buzzcocks, as misanthropic and cruel as that show was. I watched all of his stand-up DVDs like Part Troll and Dandelion Mind and stuff, and enjoyed him on all the panel shows I watched. I went through for a while I was really into British stand-up comedy.
Hello, Mr. Blake. I'm back.
And? Did you find the amulet?
I did.
That's a long story.
But it's gone now. We've said this a million times, but there are Al Murray fans who don't know he's being ironic. Oh! What did they think when he was running against Nigel Farage in that, like, bit he did? Like, I don't know. It feels like the same people who, like, watch Taxi Driver and go, like, what a great guy. You know? It's just insane. Fucking pub and birds and paws, innit? This scene annoys me because his house is tilted when he's in the doorway, or tiled when he's in the doorway and wooden in the house. I hope we have a spare 20 minutes to learn about Druids. Oh no, is this an exposition dump? I forgot how intense the music is here as well.
Go on then. I can't wait to hear what happened.
I found the amulet. It was walled up in the Lord's mausoleum.
Really? It really does exist then. And you've got it. Show me.
That's not gonna happen, sorry.
Well, I did have it, but it was stolen from me.
Stolen? How
I
did
don't know,
that
some
happen?
miscreant.
No idea. I hid it in my cabin during the crossing. Someone broke in and rummaged through all my luggage.
Was anything else missing?
No, not a thing.
Someone must have been
I
following.
don't have any money or
notice
belongings really,
Could
just
have
the
known I'd
same
been looking
suit.
for an amulet in that
I'm not
godforsaken
wearing
dump.
runners. You can see I'm wearing normal shoes.
Taking a great interest in your investigations, Mr. Halligan. Do not underestimate.
Pig
the
looks like
power
his
of the Druids.
bodyguard. Perhaps it was a case of ordinary petty theft. Unlikely. I haven't met anyone who looked like a druid so far. What does a druid look like? Every druid I've met has looked like a software engineer. Are you saying the druids stole the amulet? That's absurd. You were fully bought in. You were bought in enough to find a cursed amulet. What the fuck are you talking about? That's absurd. You fully bought into the whole magical baby theory with no follow-up questions.
I haven't met anyone who looked like a druid so far.
No, Mr. Halligan. You won't recognize the inheritors.
They
by
look
their
like
cloaks and
magical
sigils.
babies.
They're people, just like you and me. They could be powerful industrialists, high-ranking politicians, or influential
Who hasn't
military
fallen
men
for the
who
magical
hold key
baby story
positions
once
of
or twice?
society.
What can I do then? I can't possibly check up on the entire upper class of British society looking for a couple of druids.
Are you a
No.
druid?
But it may be worth your while to keep an eye on groups of neo-druids. If anyone tries to justify their claims to the druids' inheritance, they will.
Neo-druids? What are they? They're just really into the Matrix as well as druidacy.
Neo-druids? What are they?
There are a number of groups around claiming to be the druids' rightful successors. They're organized in orders, like Templars or Freemasons.
Sure. What do these groups do?
What do these groups do?
Oh, most of them are just harmless societies who still adhere to the druids' customs and try to adapt the spiritual ideal of druidism to the modern age. They're quite public societies and are always trying to find new members for their cause.
Just the way this guy speaks, I feel like I'm about to hear a Squarespace ad, or somebody's going to try and sell me a Casper mattress. He's got that intonation in his voice. Did you see that Welsh guy who went on a pilgrimage to Glastonbury, then got sidetracked and went on a crime spree? He said he had an existential crisis and was like, what's the point? Then was like, oh no, I shouldn't do that, and returned all the cars he stole. That's nice. Oh, upon further inspection, he had a lot of priors for theft, so it wasn't as fun as it sounded. Tell me more about these new neo-druids, I suppose.
Tell me more about these neo-druids.
Like I said, the neo-druids try to live their lives according to ancient druid ideals. Some of them do a lot of charitable work as well. But there are some really dubious associations going around, combining the druids' customs with occult rites. Rumors say that there is such a sect at large somewhere in London.
Okay, where would I find these people?
In London, you said? Do you know where I might find these people?
I've no idea. All I know is that the only people who know anything about the order refer to it as the Circle.
Kingsman 2 the Golden? Hopefully not. Thank you, Mr. Blake. I'll see what I can make of this.
Thank you, Mr. Blake. I'll see what I can make of it.
Good. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to call on me anytime you like.
I'm so lonely. One more thing. Oh, he's doing a Columbo! Because he's wearing the trench coat. He's doing a Columbo.
One more thing, Mr. Blake.
Yes.
I get the impression this business could get pretty dangerous from now
Could
on.
it?
Yes. Very likely, Mr. Halligan.
It
They
may
haven't
be
done anything
safer for
to
both
you
of us
except
if we let someone
shuffle
else
up
in
your
on the matter.
clothes.
Please call Melanie Turner in Oxford and tell her the whole
Yes,
story.
I was hoping
Make
we could
sure
talk
she
to her
learns
now.
Everything you've told me. She works at the Anthropological Museum. Her number's in the phone book. And tell her I'll get in touch with her myself as soon as possible. Would you do that for me?
Of course, Mr. Halligan.
Why don't you just
Good luck.
tell her yourself, like use his phone? He's not going to be like, no, I don't let anybody use my phone, like the pricks at the police station, surely. All right, fine. Let's go. I'm not really sure where to go next, to be honest. I mean, I've got a bucket and a fishing rod. Can I go fishing?
Mr. Blake's vehicle really is a vintage car. That's for certain.
Where would I find the Circle? Anything new appeared on my map? Arthur Blake, Museum of Oxford, Portsmouth, Epping Forest and Scotland Yard. I guess if it's some sort of creepy cult or they're watching it in any way, maybe there'd be records at Scotland Yard, right? Maybe? I don't know. Run your little feet.
Halligan, into my office at once.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
What have you been pissing off to France? It's not your fucking jurisdiction. That's illegal.
Halligan, come on in. I suppose we should be glad that you drop in now and then.
What's the matter, Chief?
You know, Halligan, I was just asking myself...
Then I find out you're in fucking France.
Investigating, Chief.
Well, have you? And do you know what I've been doing? I've been dismissing loads of press people, worried citizens, and politicians from my office. The phone
Yes,
hasn't
my
stopped ringing since
hairline.
this morning. The mayor's been to my office, and I haven't seen much of you.
He should either
When do
shave
you
it off
expect
or
come
commit
up
to a
with
skullet.
results?
He should definitely shave off that strip in the middle. It can't sustain the hair. It's too sparse to do anything with. Just go skullet at that point. You look like Phil Collins in the 90s. Shut up, Dreya. Don't make fun of him. Yeah, you'll get a report at the end of the week. Get off my case!
You'll get a report at the end of the week.
The end of the week? Why not at the end of the month or at the end of the year? I want the results on my desk tomorrow morning, Halligan. And now, I want to know where you've been all this time.
Fishing in France. I don't think you get to tell him that, Halligan. You'll find out when you read the report.
You'll find out when you read the report I'm going to write.
Don't be impertinent, Detective. As your chief, I'm entitled to ask you about the results of investigations and your proceedings whenever I like.
I think that's true.
Of course.
That sounds better. Otherwise, I could have you write a report about every single step of your proceedings, and I think you know that.
Very well then. I was visiting an expert on...
Oh, he's gonna
You will-
hurt us with the
Halligan,
stick.
have you lost your marbles? You're not supposed to be indulging in your hobbies. You're supposed to be solving the skeleton murders.
Ah! My brain! Is that all, Chief?
Is that all, Chief?
No, that is not all. One of the phone calls this morning was from the 4th District in Oxford.
Uh-huh. And?
A beggar has
Panic
been
cum
received.
goddess.
He claimed that somebody had first put him to sleep and then robbed him. And
Yeah.
do you know who that person was?
I'm
A
shocked
man
that...
who calls himself
Yeah, actually
Detective
came back
Halligan.
to bite
Our
us.
colleagues looked into the central personal database, and guess what?
Yeah, that
They
makes sense.
found a man by the name of Detective Halligan, and he works for my department. What do you say to that?
The beggar must be mistaken. Why did you poison a homeless man and steal his loose change instead of using one of the 15 phones on all of our desks? There's no good answer to this.
When did you receive the phone call from our colleagues?
Oh, less than half an hour ago. Have you any idea how embarrassed I was about the affair?
That's
the colleague I talked to said that
accurate.
the beggar still had some of the substance he'd been knocked out with. Medical alcohol with apple juice. Halligan, please tell me you didn't do it.
I had nothing to do with it, Chief. Honestly.
Well, I hope so, for your benefit. From now on, I expect you to start looking into the case at hand.
He's the worst cop in the world. I mean, he's one step up from killing people. He's... Jesus Christ. Okay, Chief, I read you. Sorry, it was me. I spiked the punch bowl with ethyl alcohol. He's the villain. He is a villain.
Okay, Chief. I read you.
He's villain as protagonist.
Excellent, Detective. Then get out and do your job. And
I didn't know the people
if I
were
should
allergic
hear
to
that
having
you
a
are
good
conducting
time.
your investigations in any dubious or illegal way,
We're so
I'll
illegal
take you
and
off the
dubious.
case immediately.
Understood, Chief.
I'm saving the world from evil druids, actually, Chief. So, fucking rein it in. Right. How am I going to find out about the circle? Who would know about the circle? Probably not this science twink, right?
Hey, Halligan. How'd you get on with Miss Turner? Are you going to see her again?
You could say that.
What? Really? Congratulations, mate.
Lads, lads,
And did she help you with the bones?
I think so. I'm on a new
She helped me
trail.
with the top of bone, if you know what I mean, lads.
It is, Chris,
Hey!
it is. Perhaps I'll tell you when I find out more.
All right, Halligan.
Smashes a
Good luck
can on his
Thanks.
face. Right, bye, Chris. I'm disappointed in you. I expect it from Halligan. Oi, oi! Oh. Is there a worse noise to hear out in the wild than oi, oi? It, like, sets you on edge, like you've just seen a tiger. I poured a kilo of MDMA into the potable water supply. Sue me if it's wrong to want a little dancing. Maybe you would know? You're the computrix. Is that our term?
Hello, Janet.
It's me again. What about my database inquiry?
What about my database inquiry now?
I don't like to repeat myself, Brent. Have you not been listening?
No.
Yes, of
Also,
course I
stop
have.
bending like
Well,
that. It's weird.
Then you know it all, don't you?
Sure.
In that case, see you later, Brent.
Okay.
Good. See you later then.
Take your time, Brent.
She said something about not being able to speak to me or give me access to any databases without a form filled out and signed by the chief. Something, one of these?
That's a clipboard. That's a form for information procurement.
That one.
What am I supposed to do with that, Brent?
It's the 234-2, Janet.
Good. And apart from that,
You said I needed to access information. Here you are. That's it.
right, Brent? I need a 234-2 from
Oh,
you.
Brent.
But of course, it needs to be signed. Did I forget to mention that?
Oh. Well, I...
Kind of
Brent,
lock in.
You need the signature from the chief. Have you understood that?
Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay. Let's go to the chief. This should be fine. This should be routine. Like, if I'm tasked with investigating these murders, surely we have better cops to be doing this, but surely he'll be fine with this. Like, yeah, of course, this is not his office. I've walked into the wrong office. Back away. Tap, 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 tap. I really want to lengthen his tie, mostly, about this guy. It really bothers me how small his tie is. Okay, don't talk. Well, no. Zoom in on him, then give him the form.
I need information from the central database.
Perfect.
It's about the skeleton murders. But Janet says she needs a signed 223. I've got it with me.
You've got it with you. How nice for you. And do you know something, Halligan? I will not sign it.
Why? Why not? Yeah, like, how do you expect me to do the investigation then? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why not?
Why not, Chief?
You don't need the database. You've got the file. Make the most of it.
Are you one of those technophobes who doesn't trust computrons? Why won't... Yeah, but why not? Like, I don't understand why not. Like, why... Even if you don't think I need it, why not just give it to me? It's just...
How do you expect me to conduct investigations if you won't allow me to use the database, Chief?
You'll have to get up off your backside and do your own work, Halligan. I feel much more comfortable knowing that you and Lowry can't get up to any more nonsense with the confidential data stored in our database.
Fucking hell, you're just as incompetent as I am. That made no sense, what you just said. Shave your arms. You know what? Shave your fucking arms and your head.
Of course, Chief. Thanks a lot.
Don't get stroppy, Halligan.
I am stroppy. I'll throw a strop all over you. Okay, what the fuck can I do now? I probably need to forge his signature or something. I've got carbon paper. So if I could get him to sign something else, I could combine it with the carbon paper.
I can't see any... I don't want that. That would be stupid. That's a form... No, a sheet of carbon. I should think about it. That's a form for stationery procurement. Without that, you don't get anything at Scotland Yard.
Okay. If I combine...
That doesn't work. That's a form for stationery.
Shut up about
procurement.
stationery.
A sheet of carbon paper. Very useful when dealing with bureaucrats.
Perfect. If I could combine these somehow and just say, hey, I need a pen. Procure the pen for me, please. And then he signs that, then I get his signature and I can copy it onto the thing? Maybe? Copy it onto the actual form that I need? Would you do that for me?
I don't need a signature for obtaining materials. I need one for obtaining information.
I'm 15 steps ahead of your brain-dead fucking corpse, Elegant. Can you just fucking catch up with me? This is an easy fix, if you would actually work.
That doesn't work.
Oh my god, okay, fine, it's fine.
Not a good idea. That's a clipboard. That's a form for information procurement.
Okay, I did something. I put something on the clipboard.
Now there is a form for information procurement on the clipboard.
Now put the carbon paper there. Now put the form for stationery on it. Oh my god, I'm smart at puzzles! No one's ever been smarter than me. 420 IQ. Phone with hint page closed and blank. I'd like a special pen, please, Chief. And nothing else.
The carbon paper's still sticking out. The chief is bound to notice that.
I wish you had been drowned at birth. What the fuck are you talking about?
Now I've got a clipboard with the form for information procurement, the carbon paper, and the form for stationery procurement. But the carbon paper juts out a bit. That will be noticed.
A scissors? I could find a scissors or one of those kerchomps. What do you call them? The paper guillotines? That might be their actual name. You know the guillotines for paper that you find at like newspaper stuff and kerchunks. That thing. Paper guillotine, thank you. Not the celestial scissors, good luck. Oh, for fuck's sake, what? Is this a nightmare? I felt so close, and now I'm so angry again. I mean, there might be scissors over here. We just called those paper cutters? It might be. Hang on. Save game. 06, because I haven't saved in a while. I really need to remind myself to save more. Guillotine. Save. I can tab out, just in case it crashes while I'm tabbed out. I should also probably put Pig down. She's been here for a while. Paper guillotine. Yeah, there we go. Guillotine paper cutters. Office guillotines. Perfect for cutting and trimming paper. I haven't made it up. That's what they're called, apparently. Amazon.co.uk. Paper guillotine. Trimmers, guillotines, and scissors. For once, I'm fine. I had one for teaching purposes, now I need an office guillotine. Do you mean the slidey ones? I don't know. I think I mean the ones with the big handle that you go chunk. Right, let's get Pig off here. Hello, Pig. Woof! Oh, you feel very sleepy. You've gone like slipper mode. You're all floppy. Hello. Right. Gonna go down? Gonna go on the floor? Look at her tiny face. Look at her tiny little face. Gonna go down? I love her void face. Right, back over here. Fantastic. And back over to the game. Ham-eared Pig. I need a taco redeem. Taco doesn't really vibe with me that much. I mean, we're fine, but you know, we're roommates. We're not like friends. We're alright. But like we nod at each other in the corridor. We go, hey, what's up? And you know, nod at each other, and she hangs out if there's nobody else around, that kind of thing. But we're not like close. So she rarely stays on my desk. She sometimes sleeps on the desk, especially for whatever reason. I think it might be a jealousy thing, especially if the pig has recently been sleeping on the desk. She will come up onto the desk and sleep on the same blanket. But not that often. Here, resume game. What is this?
Paper clips.
Paper clips. And nothing else. Fantastic. Can I take some drawing pins? Just fucking rip it. Like, you don't need much of the carbon paper. You just need the signature bit, right? So just fucking rip it into shape. I hate Halligan. He makes me so angry. I don't see a scissors. Oh, for fuck's sake. I might need a hint after all then. A monitor. This feels like a 2001 accurate monitor.
A monitor.
A monitor.
That's the Central Crime Prevention Office. It keeps an eye on flashpoints in the centre of London.
Use it. Nope. I don't know how to read. They didn't teach us that at Cambridge. Is this my office? There might be a scissors in my office. It's an office. There's gonna be scissors around. I think there might be scissors right there.
My writing desk. I am definitely the only one who can make head or tail of it.
In that little stationery holder. That looks like there might be scissors in it.
My writing desk.
The wank portrait of the Queen. Do you have scissors behind that? God, I hate the Portrait of the Queen.
There's
Here?
only superfluous stuff in there.
Uh-huh. There was nothing in here except disgusting, crusty socks and cigarettes.
The districts of London.
The districts of London.
Smoking will be the death of me.
I hope it is.
This is my collection
hope it's
of
painful.
case files.
Okay, look, at least we can do this.
Al's Pizza Palace makes the best pizza in the whole of London.
Oh, that actually recovered me a little bit. I was starting to get annoyed and frustrated. That reset me. It was like a bomb from my brain.
Al's Pizza Palace makes the best pizza in the whole of London.
Oh, that's why I'm playing this. I think I have a message. I have 6 messages! Oh, Christ!
Brent? Hello? Is that you? It's your mother. You know, I hate these modern talking machines.
You're not from the 1700s. Come on now.
I haven't heard anything from you for months now, Brent. Is that any way to treat your mother?
That's so German as well.
Aunt Annie's celebrating her 75th birthday at the weekend. We have both been invited. You will come, won't you? Brent? And please,
Frodo the guinea pig is looking
wear
up at the door
something
handle
smart.
again, wanting to be let out,
Do
so
me
I'll
a
be back in a
favour.
second.
Oh, God. That's all I need.
I fucking hate my mum. Oh, she's gone. Next one.
Hello, sir. This is Al's Pizza Palace.
No,
Your
I
account
only like
from
pizza.
last quarter has not yet been paid. It amounts to £275. Please see to it within the
You're
next
buying
2 days,
pizza on
otherwise
credit.
we will
Are
have
you
to stop
fucking
serving you.
insane?
£275? Wow, that's my personal record.
Last quarter. Oh, jeez. You have a tab or are paying on credit at a pizza place. That's gotta be a low point for you. Like that's rough.
Hello, Mr. Halligan.
A pizza
This is Melanie
pittance.
Turner speaking. I was wondering why I hadn't heard from you, but Mr. Blake just called and told me everything. I'm out and about quite a lot at the moment, and you may have difficulties trying to get me on the phone. But if you need me,
Just get a
leave
mobile
message.
phone. They
See
had
you
them in
later.
2001. They weren't hugely popular yet, I think, but they had them. You could get one of those ones that they had in the Matrix with a little flip out thing, you know?
Let me give you some good advice, Detective Halligan. Don't interfere with our affairs. It wouldn't be very healthy.
Are you an angry
Who was
baby?
that?
Are you a baby? Did that sound like an angry baby?
Halligan? This is Miller.
Yeah, sorry.
Where are you? Do I have to speak to this damned answering machine if I want to get hold of you?
They had them, like you're talking about ancient history. When it comes to mobile phones, I mean, I think they were the midpoint between, like, I would think 2002, 3, 4 was like when they took off and you had like the 3310 and stuff like that, but, you know, pre-smartphone phones. But like in 2001, they weren't like the big bulk 'em ups like in the 80s and 90s. I think they were like relatively normal looking phones. You can get them.
Miller speaking.
I got one of the Nokia Matrix phones.
You better come to
Didn't
my
take
office
long
as
until
soon
the
as possible.
mouthpiece shot off the
Hear
end
that?
onto the floor.
Chief, I'm glad I've got that behind me.
Okay, and then that was just my mum. Okay, that's fine. Nothing hugely important there, and nothing noticeably about scissors.
Al's Pizza Palace makes the best pizza in the whole of London.
I'm never going to call it anything but pizza. I might get some pizza later. Pizza. I'd love some pizza, please. I don't know where the fuck to find the scissors. I might need to use a hint then. Like, how am I do I need to leave the office to get scissors? Maybe there's one in this office. We haven't checked this one yet. Hang on. There should be a sound redeem. Hey, there's some scissors, surely.
Halligan?
Yeah?
Yes?
Might I ask you what you think you're doing?
Just borrowing some scissors. I literally need them for like less than 5 minutes.
I just wanted to borrow your scissors. Just for 5 minutes.
Forget it.
Why? For fuck's sake, it's only a pair of scissors.
For heaven's sake, it's only a pair of scissors.
Only a pair of scissors? Well,
It's the only pair of scissors in London, it is.
I'm sure you won't have much difficulty in getting a pair from somewhere else. Am I right?
Is everybody in this game a psychopath? I guess nobody likes me, which is fair because I'm awful, but still.
All right, then. Keep them.
What do you mean? Why? I haven't even mentioned the fucking seat thing again. It just seems like this is how he exists. It wasn't a one-off thing. Or how the fact that you have no ass whatsoever is troubling me. Like, that's flat. You have no buttocks whatsoever. It's just a cloaca down there.
What is it this time, Halligan?
Have you ever heard of an organization called The Circle?
Have you ever heard
Do you have
of an
access to the
organisation called
database?
The Circle?
Incredible cat
Circle?
strength.
Is that somehow connected to the crop circles?
Okay, forget it, Lowry.
You're an idiot. It doesn't matter. I know that you'll say no, but I have to ask for your help. Please give me the scissors.
I know that you'll say no, but I have to ask for your help.
You do actually need help, Halligan. But not from me. Try a social worker. Well?
Do you know how to operate the copying machine? Why do I need the copying machine?
Do you know how to operate the copying machine?
Yes, I do.
And will you tell me?
And will you tell me?
Just guess.
No?
No?
Quite.
You're a really nice person, Lowry.
You're a really nice person, Lowry.
I do my best.
Fucking hell.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry.
It's right there. It's staring me in the face.
Hey, I've had enough. Get your paws off my scissors, will you?
I'm so angry. Okay, fine. He's your ex. It does feel like that, doesn't it? I'm looking up the hint guide again, and I'm just going to look at the word scissors, okay? Return to port. The amulet was stolen. Now what? Researching at Scotland Yard. Here we go. How can I get Lowry scissors? You can't get the scissors while he's in the office. That's the hint. So how would I get him out of here? Christ. I don't know. He seems to like cars. Maybe say like there's a hot bikini babe waxing a Lamborghini outside. Is that what men like?
This is Lowry's world. Cars, cars, cars.
Girls, girls, girls.
This is Lowry's world. Cars, cars, cars.
So just say, hey, Lowry, I saw a car outside. And then he'll go, oh, a car? Yes, please. It's probably got wheels and everything. The only reason he would leave is as the chief calls him. Never mind. The only reason he would leave is as the chief calls him. That's hint 2 of 9 on this page. So how could I make the chief call Lowry?
Lowry's phone.
Maybe talk to the chief? He's levitating above the chair? Yes, he does that. It went vroom. That's literally me. Can I... Oh, God.
Hello, Chief. May I just disturb you briefly?
Halligan, you're a pain in the neck. Are you planning to start doing things just like Lowry did?
What did Lowry do? I've been to see Janet. Have these absurd measures been introduced because of me?
Chief, I've been to see Janet. Have these absurd measures
Everyone
been
fucking
introduced
hates him.
because of me?
They do, and
Among others,
justifiably.
yes.
I mean, he
They were
did
introduced for
steal
your benefit,
change from a
especially.
homeless man not an hour ago. Are you still cross with me because of that business with the royal family? Did you try and fucking masturbate in front of the Queen? Please, I know that's like a thing that the English do, but...
Are you still cross with me because of that business with the royal family?
Indeed. Yes, indeed, Detective. The press and the inspectorate made my life hell for 8 weeks. You should be grateful that we somehow
Yes.
managed to keep things under control.
Okay.
But those sort of jokes are a thing of the past. You and Lowry will have to ask for my signature before you take a single step. Even if you just want to go to the toilet.
Okay, fine. Well then.
Well then, but you'll be held responsible.
Of course, Halligan. And now...
Of course.
Don't get...
I am so stroppy. How am I going to make him fucking call him? Just piss in his plant and then go, look, it's full of Lowry piss. I can tell I'm a detective. Lowry! Next hint. Because otherwise it'll take me all week. Halligan can fake a call from the chief to Lowry. Possibly my answering machine? Like if I forward one of the answering machine, which Jesus, I thought the chair was a man and it spooked me. Like if I go to I don't know how an answering machine works, not to sound like a youthful sprig, but I've never seen one or used one. So can I, is this how, so I don't know if you can use it like this. Can I forward like an email? Can I forward a message to a person? Is that how these work? Oh, Dreya, I've never used one. I don't know.
Miller speaking. I've had enough.
That one.
You better come to my office as soon as possible. Did you get that?
Okay. Now, how would I use this? Oh, fuck. This game was made in 2001. People would have known this technology. Turn on the speaker. Call 999. Apparently
I
not.
never use the receiver. That thing is just too heavy. Using the loudspeaker is much more comfortable.
Shut up.
I'd better leave that here.
What do you mean?
Miller speaking. I've had enough. You better come to my office as soon as possible. Did you get that?
Okay. F1, F2, F3, F5, F4. I'm fucked. Okay, hang on. So that's is that a dial tone? Is that what a dial tone sounds like? Again, I don't really know. And that maybe we need to find his number. Like maybe there's like an extension. Yes, okay. Not in my country. What's your number? Can I examine his phone?
Lowry's phone.
What does it say? Like extension, like dial, like
Lowry's
something.
phone.
But what number? I bet Zara's used a landline. Zara's the oldest Zoomer to ever exist. So it wouldn't surprise me. Of course I've used a landline, I've still got one. See? Zara lives in the 1980s. How young is this chat? What is it? Is it something to do with the cup? Probably not. So that activates the dial tone. Then I don't know his number. I don't know what the fuck to do here. What does the F buttons do on a phone? What are the function keys? Hint. Does Halligan have any messages? Yeah. Do you know Lowry's telephone extension number? No. So I do need the number. I'm not supposed to know it already. That's all I need to know. Where the fuck am I going to find his number? Is it like written here somewhere? It's going to be in his office, surely. Can't you just ask him? He hates me. He keeps saying to go fucking kill myself in a well.
What is it this time, Halligan?
See?
Where can I find Detective Stryker?
Stryker? On holiday? Why?
I don't know. I don't know who this is. Oh, maybe he would know more about the Circle?
Maybe he knows more about the organisation called the Circle.
Oh, you're still going on about that, are you? Well, if you want to hear my opinion, Halligan, those strange crop circles were drawn in the fields by a pensioner. By the way,
specifically a pensioner?
Dear, just tell me where I...
Okay.
Maybe he could tell me.
Halligan,
could I use your phone?
Could I just use your phone?
Haven't you got your own telephone, Halligan?
Yeah, but there's something not quite right about it.
Yes, but there's something not quite right with it.
No dialing tone. Is that it?
That's right. Tell me, Lowry, what's your extension?
Tell me, Lowry, what's your extension?
196. You know that.
Yes, right.
Like the Reddit.
I've just forgotten it.
Like
I
Reddit.
don't phone you so very often.
Yeah, and that's the way I like it, Halligan. Don't you dare start ringing me up and getting on my nerves.
196. 196.
That's right.
The chief can explain it. Have fun.
Okay. Perfect. I'm on a roll now. I've got everything I need, I think. All this for a fucking scissors. I hurt myself when I clapped. I recognize that makes me sound like the most delicate flower. My hands hurt. Okay. Dial tone on. Then dial 196 and then just play this into the thing? I don't know if these are connected to each other. I assume they'd have to be. Like, is this plugged into the phone? The answer, I don't know, I'm pointing at the screen like I'm 80, but the answering machine, is that plugged into the phone somehow via a cable? It would have to be. 196.
Scotland Yard Detective Lowry. Miller speaking. I've had enough. You better come to my office as soon as possible. Did you get that?
Oh, of course, sir. I'm coming. I'm on my...
Puzzle genius! If you answer the call after the answering machine picks up the call, you record your voice as well. Oh! It's alien to me. Take the scissors! Yes! He's gonna know you stole his scissors. Half expected him to say my extension 19, go fuck yourself. I mean, at that point you could trial and error, I suppose. Now, use the scissors, now that we're sequestered in here, on this. Yes!
Now I've got a clipboard with the form for information procurement and the form for stationery procurement. Phew.
That was all to get a scissors in order to trim down a document in order to access a computer. All of that. Is he still in here? No. Chief, can you sign this, please?
Chief, I've got an 88M9 order form for stationery here.
For stationery? You need new stationery again? Halligan, you'll lead this department to financial ruin someday. Do you know that?
Yes, sir.
Are you angry about everything? It's just a fucking notebook or whatever.
I could do with a new pencil sharpener, that's all.
When will you learn to take better care of your things, Halligan?
Fucking destroy pencil sharpeners, so I get it.
Every month the accounts department gives me a hard time because of the deficit. Our budget for office costs is limited.
I know, Chief, but I'm not able to work without a minimum of stationery. Here, I've prepared this for you. You just need to sign it.
Okay then. Okay,
fantastic.
Give it to me.
You've just signed your own death.
But that's the last time. You understand? You'll have to buy the next sharpener from your own money.
All right, Chief.
Anything else?
Is that legal?
Detective?
Oh, I just hate this place. No, that was it.
That was it.
That's good. You know the way out, don't you, Detective?
Of course, Chief.
I think everybody in this office would happily kill Halligan with their own two hands. Take the chair as well, it's not like he uses it. Right, back here. In here. I've now got the form, I think. Can I now... Yes, there we go.
That's a form for information procurement.
Take this, put it on here. But I can't give it to her. I have to zoom in, I guess.
That's a form for information procurement.
This better have worked.
It's me again, Janet.
Hello, Brent. How's your case going? Have you got any further yet?
I need a database inquiry. Have you got time? Did you miss me? I think if you come up to somebody else in an office and say, did you miss me? I think it should be legal for them to stab you in the heart.
Janet, I need a database inquiry. Have you got time?
Of course, Brent. Have you got the form for me?
I
Yes,
do.
it's here.
Pointy tush cheeks is a cursed sentence to
Well, go
read.
ahead then.
Yes! I'm looking for information about a group called The Circle.
I'm looking for information about a group called The Circle.
The Circle. Just a sec. It won't take a moment.
She doesn't trust me to use the Computron.
Yes, we've got something in the database about them. Let me see.
Can you stop doing that lean thing every time? It seems like it would hurt.
Order of Neo-Druids. Their head office is in London. The head of the group is called Lord Sinclair.
Okay. Do you know anybody with a criminal record inside the group?
Do we know about anyone with a criminal record within the group?
Now, just give me a second, Brent.
Why are you wiggling around in your coat so much? Do you need to pee?
Somebody once filed a complaint against Lord Sinclair for disturbing the nightly peace.
Is that all?
This is horrible posture that she has. It's how you know she's actually working with computers all day, because none of them have good posture.
And the murderer
Those
was never
nerds.
found. After the murder, Lord Sinclair and his order were under surveillance for some time, but there was nothing conspicuous to be found.
Ah,
I think you mean suspicious.
interesting. Anything else?
Well, Sinclair was fined once for hunting without a license. No, nothing
If
else.
he's a lord, that's just what they do. Okay. Could you give me the address? Could you print that out for me?
Could you please print that out for me?
Of course. Would you mind telling me what these Neo-Druids have to do with your
They're probably
case?
doing
Is this
serial
one of
killings.
your usual mad ideas?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I'll have a closer look at these people anyway.
Well then, happy hunting.
She seems almost nice. She hates me less than some other people in this world. It's such a generic name, you could probably not show up in any meaningful searches. I wonder if calling your secret group name field null or something, you could just get around any search attempts. That would be quite funny.
Good. Thanks a lot, Janet. I have to go.
Just
Okay,
a single
Brent.
star
See you
sign.
later.
Or an asterisk or whatever.
That's the printout of the database information on the Circle. Lord Sinclair's address is on it as well. 234 Winchester Street.
Let's go. I'm assuming that's where we're meant to go next. Yay! Another thing is opened up. Lord Sinclair. It's not even massively far away, like Oxford or France.
I should leave a message for Miss Turner.
It's always something with you, isn't it? You apparently didn't... You got out of the building before you realised that, did you? Well, what am I supposed to do? Like, call her fucking phone again? I don't have a phone! Like, that's
Miller
usable.
speaking.
Yeah, whatever. Miller speaking.
A perfect way of avoiding unpleasant...
How do I leave a message for Miss Turner?
Brent?
Hello! Yeah, whatever. It's my mum. Oh.
Halligan, do I have to... If... Let me give... Don't... It...
Who was that? I don't know the voice.
Hello, Mr. Halligan. This is Melanie Turner speaking. I was wondering why I hadn't heard from you, but Mr. Blake just called and told me everything. I'm out and about quite a lot at the moment, and you may have difficulties trying to get me on the phone. But if you need me, just leave a message. See you later.
I don't know your phone number. I don't know how to leave a message for you. What's your number? What do you fucking mean? We never learned it. Did we? We never had to type it in. It just said she's in the phone book.
This is my collection of case files. This is my collection of case files.
I mean, I suppose we could go to the museum and look in the phone book and see if it actually says the number, then head back and see if that means we can... Oh, God. Over here? Because this is still locked up. I thought he just said, oh, and it even has her number in it. 19, go fuck yourself. Pick up this. Then pick up this.
Let's see if the phone number of the museum is listed in here. Museum. Okay.
We go through this
Museum of
rigmarole.
African Studies, Museum of Ancient History. Here, Anthropological Museum. And the extension of Professor Turner? It's here. I've got it.
It doesn't say. It doesn't say. It's not going to be something insane like I have to go back to that old wheelchair man and say, you leave her a message. I'm busy and don't like using phones. Like, I'm not going to drive up to the Midlands in order to do this, am I? But I don't see how else I would leave her a message. Because he doesn't want to call anyone. Because you didn't leave her fucking number. Just another 4-hour drive. I'm waiting for him to never answer the door because they've killed him.
It's me.
Hello, Mr. Halligan.
I've got news for you. I know who's leading the circle.
You don't say. Who is it?
The circle's leader is an aristocrat by the name of Lord Sinclair.
Lord Sinclair. Never heard of it.
Why are you
How
all
did
saying
find out?
Sinclair like
Research.
that?
Scotland Yard observed the group for a while.
By the
There's an
way,
entry in the database.
Have you done
it is
anything about
tiled.
it
You're right, by the way.
Not yet.
Then let me give you some advice, Mr. Halligan. Be very careful. If this man is who we think he is, then he's extremely dangerous.
I know. I'll be careful.
Good. And if you find out any...
Of course.
Good luck.
Thank you.
He didn't even let me in.
Mr. Blake, it's...
Hello.
I've got... I know...
You don't...
The
Hello. Good. Good.
Thank...
Oh no. It's probably more natural to Germans. I thought it was pronounced like this until recently too. Again, everything's so German. Pizza. Pizza Palace. What was it? Was it Al's Pizza Palace? It was some sort of Pizza Palace.
Al's Pizza Palace makes the best pizza in the whole of London.
God, it's... Oh. Every time I'm angry at this game, I'm just gonna play that. It'll settle me down. Hint, please! How the fuck do I get a message to him? Or her, or whatever. Lowry's signature. Yep, that's fine. We've done that. Sinclair Mansion. How can I leave a message for Melanie? That's actually one of the things. Since you're out of coins, phoning her is not possible. Instead, why not leave her a note? Maybe Al makes pizza. We can't read the box. It's their speciality. It's specifically pizza. The address of your destination is on a piece of paper will do. This?
That's the printout of the database information on the circle. Lord Sinclair's address is on it as well. 234 Winchester Street.
It makes me so angry. Think of pizza. It makes me so angry, the fact that he won't just fucking call people and leave a message. Like, he has a working phone. We just saw he has a working phone. It works. He was able to call that guy. And he won't use it. And he knows her number. Because he just said, oh, it's in the phone book. And he read it in the phone book. And, oh, I can type it in now. but he won't do it. So instead we have to do this nonsense. So I'm assuming what we do is we go to the Museum of Oxford and we pin this onto the door or something? Is there a post box? There is a post box, I remember. I made a joke about him being a pervert about it.
I should think about it again.
No.
I should think about it again.
The fuck are you talking about?
That's the printout of the database information on the circle. Lord Sinclair's address is on it as well.
Yes.
234 Winchester Street. The letterbox of the museum.
The letterbox of the museum.
I should think about it again. I should think about it again. I should think about it again. I should think about it again.
Why? Why? Why?
Letterbox of the museum. I should think about it again.
Int. The address of your destination on a piece of paper will do. After Janet has found the address, she'll print it out for you if you ask. Get it from the printer. Push the paper into the letterbox on the door of the museum. I got it.
That's the printout of the database information on the circle. Lord Sinclair's address is on it as well. 234 Winchester Street.
Push the paper into the letterbox on the door.
I should think about it again. I should think about it again. I should think about it again. I should think about I should think about it. I should think about it again. 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 I should think about it again.
It doesn't say anything else. Did you get the piece of dry grass? I did.
The fir needles from the cabin.
No, that's fir
Some
needles.
Tufts of grass
There we go.
from the place where the bones were found. In a bag for evidence.
We never got them analysed, I suppose. Maybe we need to do that first. The fuck? How can I leave a message for Melanie? Push the paper into the letterbox of the museum door.
I should think about it again.
I'm going to kill him and myself. What's wrong with you?
Locked. What could I put in there?
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 I should think about it again.
I'm actually gonna go insane. I might die. I might die in real life. Oh, back to Scotland Yard quickly. Maybe we'll give that twink some grass. And maybe he'll be like, now you can use letterboxes. Thursday is treating you all well. It's fine. I've had a normal Thursday. Do you want some grass? What if I give you this grass?
Chris, I've got something else for you. Could you have a quick look at that too?
The weed. Also from the place where the bones were found, I suppose.
Exactly.
Okay, Brent. And what do you want to know about it?
I don't know. Do you know? Have you seen anything like it before?
Have you seen something like this before?
It's some grass.
You mean, have I seen grass before? Are you trying to pull my leg?
Maybe later.
Have another look.
Slight burning traces. Where'd you get it from?
Bones were just lying on this grass. It was charred or whatever.
The bones were lying on this grass.
Oh.
He's a nerd. We don't know if he's
fire
actually
on the
touched grass.
Before the bones were lying there. That's not very unusual in parks.
There was no fire. The grass was burnt under the bones and just there.
That was no fireplace, Chris. The grass was burnt under the bones.
Hey, Twink wants some
just
weed.
There.
Well then, maybe the bones got hot.
Can bones get that hot in the sun?
Can bones get that hot in the sun?
Well, I don't think this is very likely in autumn. But right now, I can't say much more about that either.
Okay,
Chris.
bye.
See you later on.
That was not helpful at all. That was simply not helpful. Oh, what the fuck am I meant to do then if it won't put that in? Maybe now he'll put the thing in? Maybe we just needed that last bit of information. Like, something in the code went fucky. Or maybe it's a different printout. I don't think so. Push the paper into the letterbox. There are no more hints. It says that on the page. There are no more hints.
The letterbox of the museum. What could I put in there?
You could
That's
push.
the printout of the database information on the circle.
The circle.
Lord Sinclair's address is on it as well.
Yeah?
234 Winchester Street.
Maybe I need to cut it?
Not a good idea. These are Lowry's paper scissors. He must be looking for them. No, not a chance.
What about just put it in?
I should think about it again.
Okay. Go away. Just calm down. Go away. Is there any other door? I don't think so.
I should leave a message for Miss Turner. I should leave a message for Miss Turner.
Did I give it to that homeless man? You woke up. You didn't die. You tried cutting the address out? Yes. They just did scissors on it.
It won't work like that.
It doesn't
These are
work
Lowry's
like
paper
that.
scissors.
These are
I'd
Lowry's
rather not
paper
cut
scissors,
that.
by the way.
Hello? Haven't seen you for a while.
Since I poisoned you and stole your money.
Lost you, crook. You nicked all my pennies. Me last 60 pence. It's bad enough I get robbed and the police do nothing about it. Now you coppers are nicking the stuff yourselves.
Hey.
It's like particularly evil.
Let's say it was business. I really needed
Fucking
money.
hell.
And you got my
Brent.
lovely homemade schnapps in return.
There. Gorgeous schnapps. That stuff wiped me out straight. I want nothing to do with you, mate. Get lost.
Right, whatever. With a guillotine, or was that not in the game? I mean, we were joking about guillotines a lot earlier. Hang on. There's a photocopier. Maybe we could photocopy it, because maybe we still need the information. There's a photocopier right here. Can I photocopy it? Nope. Well, maybe if I zoom in on it. Most normal police officer. Go in here. Photocopy this. Now I've got two. Now, universal hint system. Why was that not in your little hint guide? Because that seems like a fairly important step, if that's the answer. There's no mention of a photocopier here. So now we can just put the photocopy through the door? I mean, we already know the fucking address.
That's the printout of the database information on the circle. Lord Sinclair's address is on it as well.
Oh!
200, that'll do it. That should be enough for Miss Turner to find me in case something happens to me.
I hate you so much. I hope something happens to you. I hope they never recover all of your body. Let's go to Sinclair's. Thank the Lord above. I figured it out with my brain. Not even a guide that time. My brain. My broken, dusty old nightmare of a brain. Okay. Where can we go? We can go side to side. We can go back out. Let's just talk to the man.
Yes? Who's there?
Is that Lord
Who's
Sinclair?
there?
No, sir. I'm sorry. I am his lordship's butler.
I am a salesman and would like to present my collection to you. I'd like to talk to Lord Sinclair.
I'd like to talk to Lord Sinclair.
On what matter, may I ask?
The matter is murder. I don't know if that'll get me in. Maybe. I mean, we're cops. Well, he's a lord. He can basically do whatever he likes.
The matter is murder.
I beg your pardon, sir?
Murder. I'm investigating in a murder case. Please open the door. I would like to ask Lord Sinclair a few questions.
I'm sorry, sir, but his lordship is not here.
Sure. I have an invention he might like. I call it the ZX Spectrum. All right, then. When is he due back?
When is he due back?
Sir,
Never.
I will not answer that question.
I'm a policeman, you fucking freak. Why does nobody respect me? Is it because I'm a pile of human filth? Where is he then?
Where is he then?
I would ask you to understand that the nature of my profession...
I am a policeman. I'm a detective in a murder investigation. You will fucking answer the question.
If that's the way you want it, all right then. I'll be back. You can be sure of that.
Want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want
Have a nice
it.
day.
The matter of murder. I'm a murderer. Can we just sneak around? I can't see anything. Oh, I can maybe peek through the bushes? What the hell are you looking at? What is this? What am I interacting with here? There is something to interact with there, but I don't know what it is. Like, what it... Like, the cursor's changing, but I don't know why or what. Oh, wait, fir needles! Hang on.
That won't get me any further.
Examine them or something.
Fir needles from the cabin.
It's fir
Seized
needles.
as evidence according to
Are they?
regulations.
I don't know. Is this a fir?
That won't get me any further.
I don't really know trees. Are these fir needles? I don't know why I can't interact with them.
The fir needles from the cabin. Seized as evidence according to regulations.
Alright, well... Maybe they came from here? I don't know why they just have fir needles on them. Oh, there's some men. And a man here as well. Lots of men.
A lot of cut grass.
Does it match the grass?
This
by the
grass
thing?
is quite dry.
Dry enough to burn?
That's futile as well.
Sorry. I won't try it again then. Man, answer me. Labourer. Come answer my questions.
Hello. Nice day today, isn't it?
Yeah, the weather's great. Just right for a walk.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Of course he has that voice.
I didn't want to sit in the office any longer on such a wonderful autumn day.
Yes, I know what you mean. What kind of job do you do then?
Murder investigations.
With
Why
the
are you
agricultural
lying?
office. Administration.
You're a
of
cop.
public
You don't
areas,
have to
that
lie.
kind of thing.
What the fuck is wrong with this man?
Is
I
there
hate
something
him.
wrong with Lord Sinclair's gardens?
No, everything's fine. I'm here on a
I'm
private
from
visit.
Uarland.
I just wanted to get some fresh air.
What are you doing at the moment?
What are you doing at the moment?
I have to cut the hedges.
The edges,
They grew
sir.
rampantly this summer. Lord
Who are
Sinclair
the
doesn't
edges?
want them to project over the paths where they could be in the way of walkers. He's a conscientious person.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yes, absolutely. He leads a very secluded life here, and he's always conscious of not doing anything that could annoy other people.
That's unlike an aristocrat. What could annoy people out here? He did get noise complaints.
What could annoy people out here?
Well, somebody could feel disturbed by disorderly hedges, for example, or somebody could get hurt. There would be a complaint or a caution or something like that. And
It's
Lord
all very
Sinclair would have to
vague
deal
and
with it.
suspicious.
He doesn't like things like that. He wants everything done in a way that guarantees that he won't be bothered.
You want to be left in peace.
Ah, you mean he wants to be left in peace?
Yes, you could say that.
I did.
I don't see him very often. He often travels.
He's a
with the
vampire.
gentlemen
No,
from his
we know
club.
he's a magical baby. Does he look like a magical giant baby that glows?
What's Lord Sinclair's profession?
Aristocrat.
Does he work? Well, you don't have to work when you're that rich. I think he plays the stock market.
Ugh.
Sometimes his
Ugh.
bodyguards talk about new deliveries. Lord Sinclair is certainly involved in some sort of import-export business. But between you and me, I don't think that he needs the money. I think business is just a hobby of his, or something like that.
What a scumbag. Does he travel often? Is he at home right now? Was the butler lying?
Does he travel often? Is he at home right now?
Yes, he is at home at the moment. He has some
You
visitors.
fucking lying
I think
butler!
He and his friends are planning a little party. They're going to have dinner together tonight. They have done that quite often recently.
Are there going to be many guests?
Are there going to be many guests?
Well, Lord Sinclair told me that he expects the 4 gentlemen from his club.
The other
And
4
as
magical
usual,
babies.
Guest of honour.
Really? A guest of honour?
Yes, that must be one of the club's traditions. They always invite one guest of honour to their dinners.
As a sacrifice.
Lord Sinclair always says that the guest of honour is the main person of a successful
following.
dinner. He is very hospitable. His guests are
I
very
know that Halligan can't go get a warrant or anything, so he just has to find illegal ways to break in. Because anytime he goes to the chief to ask for any sort of help, they go fall in a well and never speak to me again. Despite the fact that we have been personally put on this case. Because I guess there's only 2 cops in London.
Hasn't he got employees who arrange these things for him?
Oh, sure. But his lordship is very choosy regarding those dinners. He insists on cooking everything himself and even buys the ingredients. He's a really passionate...
So he kills and eats
Really?
the boys.
You don't often
Yeah,
find that with
it
people
brought
who
up
wouldn't
baby
worry about
cannibalism,
money. If
or
I
like
was
that
rich,
the
I'd
babies
have
might
all
be
my meals
cannibals.
served in bed.
So yes, they're going to
So
eat they're going to
bet
eat the
your life
man.
on that.
The 5 babies are going to come
Really,
together,
people have
eat
their
the
own
man.
ideas about all that. Lord Sinclair always cooks meals himself.
Because he eats the men, because he's an
Locks
evil
the
cannibal
kitchen
baby.
door. He probably doesn't want other people to know the recipes he uses.
Or that they're involving men flesh.
I have to go. Duty calls. Don't work too hard.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Don't try and be nice. Not if the chief is one of the babies. Right, this way. I don't fucking know what to do now. What if I'm a baby? Slick him up and he'd look very evil, baby. Like a transformer. I can't get in there. I know, by the way, Butler Boy, that the guy's in here, not the chief. Well, a lord is sort of a chief of England.
Yes? Who's there?
Is that Lord Sinclair?
No, sir. I'm sorry.
still the butler. Scotland Yard, open up the door.
Scotland.
I regret that his lordship does not receive beggars, salesmen, and police officers as a matter of principle, sir. Besides...
I know he's at home.
If that's the... All right, then.
Fine. So we're going to need to break in, I assume, or catch him out in something. What is about this bush? What can I interact with in this bush? There's something about this bush. But it won't say anything to me. It's just like, look at this bush. It's like thinner here, maybe, the hedge. Like I can sort of see through, but it's still got chains and shit. It's like a wire fence. I don't think it's going to help much. There's something about this bush. And what about very old friends, Hela Gandalf? That's a ban, I think. That's
Not
straight
a
up
bad
ban.
little fella. This Sinclair doesn't seem to be a poor man.
He's a lord. Of course he's not a poor man.
Bad little villa. This Sinclair doesn't seem to be a
villa.
poor
I'm
man.
very posh. I can't go any further this way. Can I take this grass? It's my magnum opus for today. Can I go into these bushes? Can I just squirm through the bushes? I could climb this. This doesn't look that high. And especially if you stand up on this little stone ledge, you could easily climb over this hedge. Can I have your shears? A shears isn't going to cut through a fence.
Hello, my friend. It's me again.
Hello? Not in the right mood for office air yet?
Exactly. I'd like to ask you some things concerning
Please
our
don't
little
squirm through the
conversation.
bushes.
Of course, just ask.
I'll do what I
I'll be
like.
here soon anyway.
Don't kink shame me. What are you doing at the moment?
What are you doing at the moment?
I have to cut the hedges. Lord Sinclair doesn't want them to project over the paths.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yes. And he's always...
Okay.
I have...
I don't know what eventually it has to rub off.
Hello, my friend. It's me.
Hello?
Exact.
Of course.
Can I... You work for Lord Sinclair?
Yes. He
Yep.
needs...
Can I help you? I like gardening. Hang on, are those like snips in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me? Is there snips? Snips could get through some wires. Is that a slang term that I'm using, or does everybody know what I mean? You know, like pliers with an edge, basically. Snips. Can I help you? I like gardening.
Can I help you? I like gardening.
Well, that's nice of you, but I have to do my work here myself. Lord Sinclair controls his employees very strictly. I don't want to get into trouble.
How big is this piece of land?
How big is this piece of land?
At least 10,000 square meters, I would say. There's a big forest behind the
German
house.
game
Lord Sinclair
spotted.
had it laid out himself.
No one with that accent would say that sentence. It's 10,000 square meters. A British boy would beat you to death for saying that. Would you show me the grounds?
Would you show me the grounds?
Oh, I would like to do that, but Lord Sinclair has strictly forbidden all employees to take strangers onto the estate.
Hello, Emma.
I see.
Are you the only gardener?
Are you the only gardener?
Yes, but luckily I don't have
I
to
almost
look after
expected
the whole
10,000
park.
acres.
Only the hedges and the park in front of the house. Lord Sinclair himself takes care of the garden behind the house.
Because that's where
Why
he
does he do
grows
that?
his herbs for eating
The
men.
forest is his favourite place in the garden. He spends hours
The
and hours
garden.
there, and nobody is allowed in there, apart from himself and his closest friends.
His lordship must be really close to nature, then.
Oh, he loves
'Cause he's a
nature more than
baby.
anything else.
They
Just
go
like
to
his
Epping
friends
Forest
in
and
the park.
Stonehenge,
They
yes.
make excursions to the countryside as well, to Epping Forest or to Stonehenge.
What accent is
for
this
the
guy trying to do? This is a German man trying to sound West Country, which is insane to hear. It's great. I love it. I was on the toilet and a giant ass spider just crawled into the bathroom next to me. Help. I mean, you could do that thing. Like, what was that 4chan green text, that famous one about the spider in the bathroom? Hang on. Tab out. Don't crash. But tab out. Green text spider. Where is it? Green text spider. Bathroom? No. There we go. Okay. There's a spider in my bathroom I've had for a while now, and I've just taken to putting other bugs in her web, or trapping them in there so she can catch them. She was just dining on a little black beetle I left for her last time I visited. I pretend we're dating, and tell her about my day while she eats. I have showered in front of her, and I act shy about it, and sometimes get hard under her gaze. Just sometimes. The game crashed. Incredibly deserved. I'm upset. When I tried to go back to the game after that, it crashed. Why? Just why? Oh my god, when did we last save? Load game. It was guillotine. Oh my god, it was all that again. Well, that's where we're ending the stream. It's about time anyway. Honestly, it tends to crash at about the right time for me to end the stream. 3 and a bit hours in. Serves you right. Perfect timing. I mean, I think that's a very funny green text. I love the bit about acting shy in the shower. I've showered in front of her. Act shy about it and sometimes get hard under her gaze. It's really good. Druish space lasers ban. Right. Well, Thanks everybody for watching. No, I'm still stuck in the bathroom. I hope you make friends with the spider. Not in a as sexual a way as that green text, though. Oh, I don't know. Well, no, the spider can't consent. It doesn't know what's going on. The only green... Are you against the killing of spider... Against killing the spider disc? I would hope so. The only green text I know of is the one where the kid hits a kid in the nuts with a ball and says, "Are you fucking sorry?" I do remember that one. Are you fucking sorry? I mean, look, 4chan is objectively a very evil website and was always a very evil website. There's like a handful of green texts that are like classical literature. Like, they're amazing. Some of them are pretty great. They just will come into my brain every so often. Anyway, closing this. I have a page for Abyssinian guinea pigs open. And I still have Building 7 by Martin Noakes. Taco has never managed to kill a bug or insect or whatever. No, she hasn't. She's really pathetic at it. I mean, she's very, very, very tiny house cat. It makes sense, I suppose.
The project for the new American century was added to a year before that day. It states in order to proceed, a modern day Pearl Harbor it would need.
It leads to this as we click on it.
Set them free. New American century. WMD 9/11. What went down with Building 7? It's a mystery to this day.
Right, that's the end of the stream, everybody. Thank you for watching. I actually won't be able to be live tomorrow. I have stuff on. I need to go to work, and I'm going to go up to Cork as well to meet Emma after her exams. So, no stream tomorrow. So, long weekend for everybody. I will be live on Monday again, and there should be a video on Saturday or Sunday. How am I going to get through the work day? Good luck, Emma. Yes, good luck, Emma. Emma's final exam for her university course is tomorrow, so it will probably be very stressful. So I'm going to meet her in Cork afterwards and buy her some treats or something. It'll be fine. Emma's smart. She'll figure it out. Other than that, yeah, like I said, there will probably be YouTube videos over the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. It might be a little bit late this weekend. I have other stuff on, but there will be a Dark Earth episode. And other than that, I think we're fine. I'll be live on Monday. It's a bank holiday, but that doesn't mean anything for a streamer. That's, who cares? I'll be live, whatever. Why not? Thank you for watching, everybody. I will type the links I'm supposed to type. ! YouTube if you want to follow me on YouTube. ! Discord if you want to go to my Discord. ! Links if you want to just see general links like Blue Sky and my website and stuff like that. All those kind of things. Thank you so much for watching. Mystery of the Druids remains unbelievably frustrating and weird and poorly written, but I still like it. I think something's broken in me. I think I like the game quite a bit.